The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode for Friday, January 20th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get $100 free bet over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. But remember, folks, to grab that thing, and as always, let it ride.
Hey, this is John Sally, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks for Friday, January 20th. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I don't have stress. I'm on vacation, but I'm still working. That's what we do here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia and Frank Martin at South Carolina, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast. You better believe they got a big week coming, a big weekend coming. Go listen to them. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's a good night in college hoops. Thursday, almost in the books. We're sweating out one last game where we got Santa Clara up 4 with the $140 left. Sweating out that one, but ready to preview this Friday slate.
We got a lot to talk about. I was traveling a lot of the day through like a snowstorm, so shout out to we're in the snow here in I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona right now, but so I didn't get that many eyes on games. I caught the Rutgers-Michigan State game, caught a little bit of some other stuff, but really, I'm going to be honest, not a lot. And I'll be honest, even if you had the SGPN app and you pulled up the picks page, you saw a lot of empty spots for me today, and I apologize. But that's why you listen to the I'm doing the reverse. But that's why you listen to the podcast. No, honestly, I was on the road, and I was in some spots with some shady internet. You know what I do, you know? I don't just go to those big cities, all right? I get out there, all right? I go support some D2 basketball. They don't have internet in D2. But, man, the slate, unbelievable slate. As, obviously Rutgers got destroyed by Michigan State. We were on that. You had a great night locking up Sparty. Let's go. We hit on a lot of good stuff. I feel like tonight – there was a point where I lost a couple where I was like, oh, could I have a terrible night? But no, I had a great night. Delaware, the Blue Hens. Oh, man. Situational handicapping at its finest. That's what me and Moneyline Mac gave you right there. The Blue Hens getting it done. Northern Kentucky, Cleveland State. I didn't catch this game, but I was informed, shout out to Noah Beanick, that this was a buzzer beater in crazy fashion, which really bothers me that I missed this game. I'm hoping down the line that ESPN Plus will record every game. I know they kind of do in some.
You can get it on demand.
Okay.
You scroll over to the on-demand section, and you can catch all these games. But, yeah, from the logo was the call. So maybe Al Michaels and Tony Dungy could take a note out of that book. Good call.
And, look, normally I like Al Michaels. He caught a DUI like 3 blocks from my house a couple years ago. Shout out to Al Michaels. But yeah, you're right. You're spot on. How about ULM? We were spot on, and we didn't even lock that. We're like, hey, ULM's playing good ball lately. Take ULM at Georgia Southern. Boom, that thing hits. We also hit on Middle Tennessee against Charlotte. The golf course took down Albany. I forget who we took on that. Did we even get that line? I don't even think we got that line.
It came out late. I took the golf course on the picks page. So yeah, the golf course has won 4 in a row. They're 4-1 all of a sudden in the America East.
The true
They're ready to make the turn.
The true sand trap of college basketball. Binghamton, baby. Let's go. How about, I know you locked up the Towson Tigers. We Tigers. Man, we're on fire to start the night.
Oh, yeah.
Locks were just flowing. Kennesaw State and Stetson was a barn burner. I did not get eyes on this. But if you took Stetson, you covered. You lost the game. If you're a Stetson fan, you're pissed. If you bet Stetson, you say, hey, we got 1.5 points.
No
Lose
doubt.
by 1 in overtime. That's it. Dude, the A-Sun, don't look now, but the A-Sun's been a little more fun, I think, than perhaps everyone imagined preseason. So just throwing that out there. Shout out to the old Atlantic Sun. Then we have Wilmington Hofstra. We were spot on fucking Hofstra and getting it done. We were all over that. Aaron Estrada, 17-7, getting it done. The Citadel against UNC Greensboro, we hit on that. We said that line was too big. We should have locked that. We were confident about that. We didn't hesitate 1 second on that. Next time we need to lock that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
And by the way, did you catch that Kennesaw Stetson game?
I did. That's a big win for Kennesaw. They're right there in the mix for the A-Sun as well. 6-1, Stetson 5-2. The Flamin' Libs probably are the best team in the A-Sun still, and we'll get to them. But yeah, they got about 4 or 5 good teams in that league.
Yeah, been a lot of fun. Northeastern took down Stony Brook. You were on the right side of that. I was on the wrong side of that. We didn't bet it, but I mean, nice call, baby. There. The Maryland Terrapins of Michigan. I didn't catch this game. What happened here? Because I felt like when I was monitoring the score while driving through ice and snow, because I can do that. I felt like there was points where Michigan might have went up. Am I crazy, or am I just full of shit over here? Perhaps.
They were up early, and then Maryland took the lead around halftime, and then kind of pulled away late. They kind of held about a 6 to 10 point lead, and then Michigan made a run. But Jameer Young was awesome. He went for 26 in this game. It's the first time that they beat Hunter Dickinson at Michigan, because obviously that whole drama where he thought he got under recruited, and Maryland's like, no, we recruited him. So Noah Beanick can get a touch light on that game.
I mean, the whole area, you look and see whether it's Travion Henderson, the starting running back at Ohio State, Caleb Williams at USC/Oklahoma in football. And then you look at basketball. Man, if they can just keep the talent in the area where I grew up, I feel like a lot of those schools, whether you're Virginia Tech, whether you're George Mason, whether you're Maryland, whether you're Georgetown, whether you're G-Dub, then they be balling. They gotta figure that out.
And there's more guys on Michigan that are from the DMV. McDaniel, the point guard, as well. I mean, they got 3 guys from the DMV, so it kind of was a reunion. And like you said, that's been the theme for a decade plus now, that the teams in the DMV don't keep the DMV kids in their own backyard, and that's why they've struggled as of late.
But that's why the potential is always there for a gigantic shift.
Yes.
It's kind of like Georgia football, or LSU football. When I was growing up, LSU was terrible. Yep. My first 10 years of watching college football, LSU was not a good football team. Georgia was all right. They had up and down years. They weren't living up to their talent, but you knew that the right person could ignite those things. And that's what we're hoping for. I feel like with Kim English, or Well, I guess
Georgetown.
not with Patrick Ewing, but the next coach.
Yeah.
And potentially, you know, with the Maryland Terrapins, obviously they won a national championship, back in 01 or 02.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of talent there. Liberty bodied Jacksonville. I was on the wrong side of that. I mean, I didn't lock it, but you were right with the Flaming Libs on the road. Darius McGee went for 25. Jacksonville still can't score.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been plaguing them all year in their bigger matchups. They can beat the shitty teams. When you go up against teams that are on your level almost, it seems like you can't score the ball, and we'll see if they can make some adjustments as the season prolongs with the Dolphins. JMU wins in overtime against Troy. Whew, I wish I would have been able to catch this game because this seems like it was a really good game. We hit on this, by the way. We both took JMU. But wow, it seems like we might have got lucky, perhaps. Did you catch this?
I kind of was just score watching this because I was more watching Michigan State, Rutgers, and Maryland, Michigan. But I know it went into double overtime. I caught the ending. Good win for JMU. They needed this game bad. I mean, they were 3-3. Now they're 4-3, right in the thick of things, and it's going to be fun. The Sun Belt is the fun belt this year.
Yes, it is. Mercer, the Mercer Cocaine Bears went on the road to VMI. Oh, we only gave you that one away here. We're carving out hot winners straight to the bone, baby. Oh, man. And I told you we should have locked this. Hampton only loses by 6 to Drexel. Do you remember what this line was? We called this right.
15.5, maybe?
Yes. We should have
Can't
locked
lay
this
15
Drexel.
with Drexel. Yeah.
They shouldn't even be favored against, IUPUI by 15.5.
I know.
We were all over that, but we just didn't have the courage to lock it up. And I blame a lot of things. All right. I blame the Russians. All right. IPFW beats Wright State. We were on this one. Man, we had a great fucking night overall. We had a great fucking night.
Yeah, no, we keep going. We kept winning.
Yeah, even the nights even the games we didn't lock, we hit them all, I feel like.
Yes.
IPFW wins. Wichita State covers the 10.5 barely by a half a point against Memphis. We both took the Shockers there. NJIT and Bryant. Now, this is one I think we might have got wrong. What was that line at? No, we hit.
Yeah,
we hit by half a point. Oh,
yeah.
man. Shout out to Bryant for getting it done. We were on Coastal Carolina against App State in the rivalry matchup as Coastal wins in overtime by 9 in Conway, South Carolina. Now, here's one that we lost, and it was one of our locks. Oakland needed overtime to beat IUPUI. Whoa, folks. I don't think you understand. They needed overtime? What's going on, Oakland?
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, tailless pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Good night. I mean, what'd you make of that one?
I thought they were asleep at the wheel, kind of hangover from winning all those games in a row. But luckily, they did get out of there with the win. So in the Horizon League, they are now, 6-2? Yeah, 6-3. Sorry. They're one game back on Milwaukee and Northern Kentucky and Youngstown for first place. So they're still in the thick of things, and I'll give them credit. They didn't have the horrible loss, I guess.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We shouldn't be that upset because what? I mean, we were on fire tonight, man. I need the NBA Jam. He's on fire sound drop. I need to get that because Jacksonville State was getting 9.5. What did we say about that game? We said, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why is FGC laying that many points? Boom! We come through. Gamecocks lose by 4, but we cover, baby. Let's go. Now, we did eat a little. Actually, I don't think. Did you join me on this?
Which one is this?
I might have been solo on the Queens.
I backed off Queens.
Yeah,
I picked them. Yeah.
I ate shit on Queens against North Florida. Shout out to the Ospreys getting that dub. Charleston did not cover against Monmouth. So there's a couple we lost. I mean, we didn't bet Charleston Monmouth, but I mean,
Charleston was losing at the half.
That's unbelievable.
I have my brother text me. He goes, I thought Monmouth was awful. What is this? Why are they? They're 1-17. How are they beating Charleston Southern or College of Charleston? And I was like, welcome to college basketball, man.
Yeah.
Any given night, baby.
You know what you just told me is that your brother bet Charleston.
Oh yeah, he was all over Charleston.
You told me Monmouth was good, or Monmouth was terrible, man. I thought this Cougars team is legit. They suck ass right now.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I thought they won 18 in a row. I go, they have. They're gonna come back. Live bet them now, and they did.
There you go. That's always a good favor.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some deep analysis on Minnesota only scoring 39 points at home.
Good making
at
shot,
home.
man.
I would understand. Okay, in Lafayette, you'd say, well, and Purdue hasn't been like a defensive juggernaut in a couple of years, I feel like. But wow, what in the fuck happened in Minneapolis? I know the chat was talking about Ben Johnson on the hot seat. We thought we still think he's going to get another year, but I can tell you this: you only score 39 points at home for so long. That might be an express way to get yourself fired. 39 points. Shout out to Zaylin Riley, who says, love these. I don't watch the live, but every morning at work he checks. He starts out. There we go. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, my man. Cheers.
Yeah. I'm working with a little Cabernet tonight. Look at me, sophisticated Colby. You can't even see it. Oh man, Cabernet doesn't even show up in the thing.
Hey, do you know that Zach Edey has 14 more blocks and fouls on the year?
You know what? I think I heard that stat. I think I saw it on. Like I said, I've been traveling all day, but I thought I saw someone mention this via Twitter or oh, you know what it was I caught the pregame college basketball show today, and they mentioned that. So I mean, that's an incredible stat. The Canadian Yao Ming doing it, and yes, everyone NBA Jam in the early 90s was absolute fire. They don't make him like that anymore. I know I'm the get off my lawn guy where I still say, like, I don't know, the original like March Madness games were fucking great. Same with NBA Lives.
Yes,
they were all great. It kind of lost their way though. Yeah, Madden was fucking fire, but you know the problem, in my opinion, is that they did a contract where in the contract you couldn't have competition. Like EA Sports they got smart enough. And they're like, hey, NFL do a solo deal with us. So that meant no more Tecmo Bowls, no more NFL Blitz, no more Troy Aikman football, where they had the NFL licensing. That actually sucks overall though, because you don't get competition, and competition makes greatness essentially. You know what I mean? That's the American
iron
way.
Sharpens iron.
Say Russia, damn it! Come on, EA Sports. Maine and Vermont, the Cocaine Bears. I think we faded them and we hit.
We did. The exact quote was, "I think our Cocaine Bears are about to get drilled," and yes, they did. Yeah. ODU beat Georgia State by 12. That was a motherfucking double lock by Pick Dundee and Moneyline Mac. Welcome to the land down under. Yes, Quinn is right. EA Sports needs to give us a quality NCAA football and NCAA basketball. Even though I'll be honest, I'm old enough now where the video games don't, like, I own the most recent Xbox. Don't know that I've turned it on in a couple of years, but that's a good way to start. Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston State. Oh, we had a little dispute here. Now you hit by a half a point. You sandbagging son of a gun. We didn't bet this, but I said take Sam Houston minus 5.5. You rode with Stephen F. Austin plus 5.5. You win by a half a point. Southern Miss, and I saw some fans outraged at the Southern Miss game here. They did not cover for us at Reed Green Coliseum. They only won by 4, so we did eat shit there. Nichols and McNeese, we hit there. Marshall did take down Texas State, which we did not see coming. This is a huge win for the Thundering Herd on the road. Are they proving something to us here? Yes, and Tavion Kinsey is the real deal. He is an athletic freak. I watched a good bit of this game. I thought Texas State was going to pull it out, and I saw our guy Terrell Furman tweet out. I had Texas State plus 6.5, just like kind of Arizona State, who we'll touch on. Texas State was covering for about 90% of this game, and then fouls at the end, push it over the 6.5, and of course they lose by 8. So we ate shit on that one. That was a tough loss. We should have been on the right side of that one.
Well, we didn't. I didn't eat shit on this one, right? And I'm not sure what you did on this. You have to remind me. I had the Rice Owls with the points, and we should have locked this. We should have moneylined this because I thought it could be a close game. I really did believe that. I didn't know that for sure. I felt great that they would win the game because North Texas has been a very good team in the CUSA for the past 3 years, but I thought they could. I thought they were capable of it being a one-possession game with 2 minutes left. They won by 12. They went into Denton and said, you know what? Get your bullshit out of here. We're the Rice Owls. Who are contenders in the CUSA? Let's go. Did you catch this game?
I did. You know, we keep talking about it with North Texas. They play really slow, and they struggle to score at times. So they went through a lull offensively where they just couldn't score at all for like an 8-minute stretch, it felt like. And they've done this a couple times. So be interesting to see how this Mean Green team bounces back here. Great win for Rice.
Yeah. Louisiana beats Arkansas State by 9.
Arkansas State sucks.
I think I was on the wrong side of that. I think I lost again with Arkansas. I didn't bet that. But FAU wins by 19.
They're
covers
good,
the
man.
17 against the
They're
Roadrunners. South Dakota State put it on Omaha. I was on the wrong side of that one. Didn't bet it, but how did Lamar beat Corpus Christi?
I have no idea. I saw this score and was like, what? Lamar's terrible. They're like the worst team in the country. But, huge win for them. And, I mean, for Corpus Christi, man, that's a devastating loss for a team that wanted to compete in the Southland.
Yeah, that's absolutely brutal.
You can't lose that game.
How did UMKC lose to North Dakota by 17?
Oh, they got drilled. Honestly, 17 wasn't a reflection of what it was. North Dakota just drilled them right from the get-go.
I don't think we had a line on this game last night, but Lipscomb put it on EKU by 13. Wow. I don't remember calling that. Do you?
No, we didn't. EKU's not the same team away from home.
Wow. Oral Roberts absolutely drilled North Dakota State. Hey, Max Asmus, 22 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Shout out to you.
No big deal.
The best. Yeah,
yeah,
that guy's the best.
We need to see them we need to see them in March, man. They got no upsets in that tournament. We need Oral Roberts to win that because they could pull an upset again.
Yeah, and they're just fun. They're fun.
Yeah, he's fun.
Milwaukee beats Robert Morris. We were on the right side of that one. Bellarmine beat Austin P by 11 on the road. They held Austin P to 45 points. Whew.
Austin P sucks.
Yeah. UT Martin beats SEMO by 20. Southeast Missouri State. That I did not see coming either. That's one we got wrong. Commerce beats New Orleans. I picked that one correctly. E-Dub. Man, we should have locked this. I did lock. No, I didn't lock. I backed off the lock because of the smell.
Courtney, yeah.
Oh man, I should have listened to my gut.
I could see why it smelled because Northern Colorado was there down 5 or 6 almost the whole way, and then E-Dub pulled away late.
Yeah. Denver, Noah Beanick. Your Pioneers go into South Dakota, win by 15. Say kick rocks, Coyotes. I like it. I think I took Denver, didn't I? Or no, did I flirt with taking Denver and I took South Dakota? I don't know. I didn't bet that game.
No, we both took we were against Denver. Even Noah was against Denver.
Oh. I don't like to hear that. Incarnate Word beat Houston Christian by 11. We were on the right side of that.
We should have locked that.
We should have locked that. Youngstown beats Green Bay by 16. The spread was 15.5. Hey, Youngstown bettors are happy.
Oh, you didn't see how this one ended. This was incredible. G Hoops, Greg Peterson tweeted it out. on the app, it said that they only won by 14, but the guy tipped it in at the buzzer for Youngstown, up 14. They shoot it just to end the shot clock. He tips it in at the buzzer, barely gets it off. He knew the number. He knew the number. Get that guy some drinks. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? Some of these people think like, oh, the NCAA. Look, the NCAA can't even crack down on fucking sanctions. Yeah. They only have like 14 people in their fucking office, I feel like. No, they have like 40. But still, there's 363 teams. You're telling me that some of these guys don't have an uncle that's like, dude, I got a G riding on the Penguins tonight. I guarantee you that shit happens more than you realize.
I guarantee it. Why do you think there's so many missed free throws all of a sudden? Hey, this guy's shooting 88% from the foul line. Oh, he misses both.
Yeah. I mean, well, karma came through. I did not go to the NAU game tonight. The Idaho Vandals said, you know what? Kobe, we got you. You've been backing us all year. We're going to go to that little Sky Dome walk-up shit. Where, by the way, I'm seeing the numbers, 787 people in attendance. Fuck you, all right? And take that loss to your face, NAU, even though I might go to the game on Saturday, since now I don't know that I'm going to go to the Grand Canyon game because it's snowing.
Northern Arizona sucks. Good win for Idaho.
Yeah. I was perplexed when Jalen Cone transferred from Virginia Tech to NAU. He had 22 tonight. He's good. I go to NA, like, I don't know.
Puzzle. Hey, that's a good game that you could go to on Saturday. E-Dubs in town, undefeated in league.
I think I might have to. Because I'm telling you, man, I don't think my car's moving.
I was going to say, you're going to ice skate over to the arena?
Man, it's been fantastic. Like, I love snow, and, I live by the beach, so I miss snow. But now that I'm here, I do not know. I'll put it like this. We were thinking about, going to the other side of town. I don't think that's happening either, unless we somehow catch a bus or something that's going. But I don't even know that that'll be happening. So
you're in Arizona. You're not in West Virginia. It doesn't snow a lot in Arizona.
Yeah, no, but Flagstaff gets a little bit. Man. I did stand up here like 12 years ago. I guess it is
in the northern part. Yeah.
Yeah. I was stupid enough. Like, actually, this is probably more than 12 years ago. It's probably like 14 years ago. I was me and a buddy who now writes for the Jon Stewart Show. Shout out to my guy Rob Christensen. Me and him were doing stand up cross country, and we this is like January. We're like, oh, let's take we had to go. We were going like a lot of the Great Lakes. We had to get over there. And it was Christmas time. We said, he's from Brooklyn, I'm from DC, so we're like, hey, we can go see our family. And we go, and we're like, hey, let's take the Arizona route, because the Colorado route, let's take I-40, go through we'll go through like Flagstaff and then New Mexico. Those places don't get cold. Colorado does. I mean, we're young kids at the time. We're like 20, probably 23 years old or something. Man, we got caught up in Flagstaff for like a week. We missed like 20 shows because it was a blizzard. It was a fucking gigantic blizzard. Not only that, man, we actually got very fortunate in a situation driving we were taking like an 85 Plymouth in those conditions. Not a smart idea. We just thought Arizona was like desert. We hadn't traveled. I had been to Phoenix before, but I just assumed the whole state was like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't snow in Phoenix.
Yeah, learn the hard way. Learn the hard way on good old geography there. UC Riverside beats UC Davis. We were all over this one, man. We were all over this one.
Yep.
That's a money line play. I gave away this as a money line play.
That's a heck of a game. Great win. Yeah.
Good, but two good teams, man. Northwestern State beats Southeast Louisiana by 10. I was on NSU, but that needed overtime. So I don't want to flex too much because that needed overtime.
Yeah, the Lions missed a game winner at the buzzer.
Yeah. I mean, those are two good teams, though, man. I honestly would be curious how they would do in like the Sun Belt. I feel like they would be like a winning team. I feel like some of those teams are better. Teens here in New Mexico, Dundee. Where are you at in New Mexico, Nathan? Love New Mexico. Me and my wife love Santa Fe. Love traveling to New Mexico. I've done Albuquerque several times. Shocker of the night for me was Indiana beating Illinois by 15.
Beatdown.
What can someone explain? Like, I mean, I look at the stat sheet, see Trace Jackson Davis, 35 points, 9 boards. Wow. But
Oh yeah,
they were depleted injury wise. How did this happen?
you mentioned it. Trace Jackson Davis. They called him overrated. The students coming out of the tunnel, and he just laughed at him and went for 35, 9, and 5. They controlled this game. They were up like 33-13 at one point to start. They punched Illinois right in the mouth. Game the Hoosiers absolutely needed, and it was total beatdown.
Yeah, Dundee does Santa Fe. That's a film coming your way. Morehead State. We were all over this one. Man, we were on fire tonight, man. They were 9-point dogs when we called this yesterday. They won outright by 9. Fucking 18-point swing.
We should have just bet all the money line dogs we gave out.
We should have. Yeah. And shout out to Dundee does Albuquerque too. Albuquerque's great, man. I went to some cool places. I know it gets a bad rap. Patty C gives it a bad rap because I feel like he was there once and someone offered him meth or something. I don't know.
Who knows?
I've been to some cool parts of Albuquerque. Tennessee Tech beats covers for us. We laid 1.5. They get it done against Little Rock. Next up, Portland. Oh man. Talk about a beautiful cover for me. I locked up Portland -4.5. They win by 5. Getting it done, Pilots. Pilots fly in any weather, baby. Let's go. Western Kentucky. See, I took Western Kentucky. You took La Tech. This game goes to overtime. La Tech gets it done. Fuck you, Moneyline Mac. No, we didn't lock this. This wasn't
the
a lock.
Hilltoppers didn't score a point in overtime. How does that happen?
Yes, that's Stansberry. He's like, guys, we've done our job. We got the overtime. Let's relax.
He's still not back, by the way.
Maybe it's more than COVID or a back injury or a leg injury or whatever it was.
Maybe he got arrested.
In Kentucky, I feel like that's standard, right? They're like, you need to go out and get your first DUI.
Get in a motorcycle accident with another chick, Petrino style.
Oh, man. Kentucky and Arkansas, they're brothers. They don't know it, but they're brothers. I think we need to put New Mexico State on auto fade.
Oh, they're terrible, man.
We took the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
But the Thunderbirds more. Like, you got to wonder about what's I almost expect New Mexico State to fire that I'm drawing a blank on the coach's name right now, but
Greg Hire.
Yeah, after all this stuff that's happened, I don't know that he's going to make it through this season, and you wonder about morale in that locker room. I know crime normally pays.
Yeah.
But if it was like a 7-year coach, I feel like crime pays better. You know what I mean? Like Rick Pitino, I feel like the first year you kind of got to be that suit and just sit there and just, get it done. They lost by like, what was that?
Oh, they got killed.
35 points or something tonight.
Yeah, Chris Beard will be the head coach at New Mexico State in what, 4 years? I'll give it.
Please do it. Let's go.
He'll be great there.
Give him a little suspension. Start the season.
That's Dust Up University, baby.
Yeah. And I told you folks. We told you folks. You think you're just gonna fade? You think you're just gonna disgrace Kelly LePepe with that fucking spread? We warned you. We fucking warned you on this very show, on these airwaves, that Kelly LePepe is the greatest. And Loyola Marymount as 16-point dogs when we called it on the show, I believe, last night. Might have been 15.5. They went outright at the kennel. LePepe saying, get your little bullshit kennel out of here. All right? I'm so mad that I missed this game. I'm so mad that I didn't watch this game at all. But Kelly LePepe's got that prison strength. And Drew Timmy, you drive your little 18-wheeler. All right? You ain't got shit. All right? Oh, man. I didn't even watch the game. I wish I could say, like, oh, Kelly LePepe dunked on your face. But you can't. You got to – LMU, please win this. Dude, LMU needs to go to the tournament. They're a fun team. They're a fun team. Did you watch this game? Talk to me about this game. I didn't catch this.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And look, we love Lil Pepe on this show, but he did a great job on Timmy. Timmy struggled. He only had, I know he ended up with 17 points. He got a lot late, but he 5 of 11 from the field, got bailed out on a couple officiating calls, shocker. So he got 12 free throw attempts. Cam Shelton, MVP of the game tonight, 27 points, including might have got away with a couple carries on that game-winning drive, but hey, you know what? It's no call. And
at the kennels, sometimes you need a little call, a little break. But hey, I said this before, man, and I came into it. I remember last year we watched Kelly LePepe.
Yep.
And this year, I almost forgot. For some reason, I thought he graduated. And then when he came back, and I watched him this year, and I know I went to the game, but also the games I've watched,
he's physical.
And he's got a great basketball IQ. You know what Nathan said? Yeah, the prison strain shit, right? And you know what it kind of reminds me of, and this is like their games are not similar, but from a basketball IQ point of view, Cam Crutwig, Kelly LePepe. One of the games I was watching, I want to say it was the Grand Canyon game. He took over in the final 5 minutes. This was at Grand Canyon. And he took over. Yeah, he hit a huge three, and I think he had it up and under and used off underneath the basket off the glass. But I was more impressed with he drew the double team, made the right pass. I was more impressed with him taking the charge and just great basketball awareness. And I think if they were able to make the NCAA tournament or something like that, the world would find out about, like, he's a very good he's undersized, but he's a very good basketball player. And he understands. I don't know that I'll ever play in the NBA, but the guy will be a professional basketball player because his basketball IQ mixed with the fact he can hit it threes. You don't see a lot of times, your fours, sometimes he'll play the five. The Morgan State game I was at, he was playing the five for them. The guy's good. Prison strength is a real thing. I want to get a poster. You know what we need to do is have someone. Maybe we can talk to our art department here because I feel like getting the prison strength photo of Kelly LePepe.
Oh yeah,
we got to.
We'll get him on the show in the off season because he'll graduate. But you're absolutely right on LePepe. Like, he's going to be a good pro overseas, but when he is done playing, I think he'd be a great coach because his basketball IQ is off the charts. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Like the first comparison, I remember watching Cam Crutwig, and you're like, man, who is this? If you were just to look at Cam Crutwig, you would think like this is a big stiff. We've seen a million of these in whether the NBA or college basketball over the past 30 years, but like, he had finesse and he also had a great IQ, like great passing. He was like a point center in a way. He
killed. He kicked Kofi Coburn. In that.
He brought him out. He brought him out. That dude. That's one of the games.
Clinic.
Oh, just completely outcoached. Porter Moser, completely outcoached.
Underwood.
Underwood. There we go. What the fuck? I almost said Weber.
I always love watching these guys that you're watching them. It's like, you know what? That guy looks like he could go have a cold beer with me right now. I'm rooting for this guy. And he's just kicking these athletes' ass. It's great. Can't jump over a piece of floss, but it's great. He just gets a lot done.
Yeah. And there's something legendary about LePepe because at first it was the image that drew us all. And then you watch this game, and then I go to the game. I sit behind those 3 black guys or 4 black guys that were clearly Morgan State connected. And they were absolutely hilarious regarding Kelly LePepe. Shout out to LePepe. What a huge win for LMU. I'm super excited. I got to go to another game.
I hope they win the league. I really do. Or the tournament.
That would be fantastic. Well, we locked up Southern Indiana. Screaming Eagles. They also fly in any weather. I'm going to let that play out. Shout out to them as they win by 16. We were spot on this. We called this.
They're good. They play hard. First year in Division I, obviously. And they did their time at the Lindenwood prison tonight. So good win.
Let me tell you, that prison was not prepared. That prison, I don't know. They're looking like the inmates there. I don't know. Questionable.
r-
Dropping the soap
r-
a little too often. All right.
Rest in peace, NC Nick tomorrow when he's listening to the show, when he hears that Eagle going over and over again.
Very true. Very true. Well, I locked up, and I think you joined me on this. I think I talked you into this, right? The Miners of UTEP. Oh
yeah,
tink.
Let's go.
I told you. Tink. Let's go. By 20. Look, airport. I don't want to disrespect the airport too much because I feel like they're playing more competitively. But that trip is like the worst CUSA trip. From Miami to UTEP. Yeah. I bet you that's like I'm talking out of my ass a little bit here, but I'm saying I bet you that's like El Paso to Hawaii. I bet you that's probably somewhere in that range. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Once again, not a geography major. Portland State, Weber State. Oh, guess what your boy Dundee did? I tried to talk you into it, Mac. I tried to talk you into it.
I should have rode this with you.
Yeah. My dog is bothering me as I'm trying to do this right now. But Weber State is for real, man. I know they got destroyed. What was it at Montana State? But hey, a lot of teams get destroyed at Montana State. They're good, and they've won. I feel like they've won a decent amount now. I mean, I guess, damn, they're still 9-10. So I guess they're not as good as I propped them up to be in my brain. But hey, we got it done. Next up, we go to the Huskies beat. Colorado's not making the tournament, man. I know we had Mark Johnson on. If you listen to the SGP show, we had their play-by-play guy on, Mark Johnson. And this was pre the LA trip to take on USC, UCLA.
Yeah.
They had just lost to Cal, and he was saying that the Cal loss was brutal, but he still thought that they could be a tournament team. I can tell you this. You lose at home to Washington now.
You can't lose this one.
Yeah.
Especially when you've lost 2 in a row. I mean, this was a comeback. We should have, honestly, we were talking about locking it. And last minute, we're like, that's a lot of points for Colorado. But yeah, no, you can't lose that game to Washington at home. And it was a good crowd, like it always is there.
Yeah. Idaho State. See, the Hornets away from the nest. Just doesn't work out, man. Muddy. Baby, can you get Muddy? My dog, Muddy Waters, bothering me here.
She wants to talk LePepe.
Yeah. He's like, dude, what's going on, man? Let's talk about these dogs. All right, you're talking Washington Huskies. He's a fucking part Husky, my dog is. So let's talk. Idaho State wins by 4. Shout out to the Bengals. And then we got. Oh man, I wish you would have joined me on this one because the Arizona Wildcats. I could have swore I told you on this very show to do the Wildcat parlay.
You did.
Just saying. How are we doing? Look, a lot of people shit on us when we lose. I can go through the comments and see, these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. These are idiots. But when we hit, I wonder if they'll comment. I wonder if they'll fucking
No, it'll be crickets tonight. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
Last night everybody came out of the woodworks, and then tonight it'll be like, I'm gonna take tonight off. I'm gonna go to bed early. I had one guy go, I'm gonna fade you on every pick tonight. I'm about to comment back. How'd you do tonight?
Yeah, exactly. They think we're fucking Biff Tannen and Back to the Future 2, where we just have the fucking greatest sports almanac and we know the scores on every fucking game. I want to see these idiots get on there and pick every game. All right, let's go. I want to see your record. Let's go. All right, toe for toe. I challenge you. All right, and look, maybe you beat me, and then I'll fucking own it. All right, but my point is that hey, I have over 5 years of data. All right, we could show you this. All right, let's go.
Picks page.
All right. Eastern Illinois. Hey, this team, they covered. I rode with them. I didn't have a feel at all in this game, and I took it, and it hit. But hey, The Panthers. They lose by 4, but they cover. I think you took EIU, right? You took EIU.
Yeah. I said don't bet this game. That was my analysis.
Leia Puppy, they're saying, hey, that's a good name. That's a good name.
I like it.
Dude, I locked up the Utah Utes. And
I was with you on this one.
Yeah.
That was a good spot. That's what Colorado should have done.
Yeah, exactly. We were on fire to close the night. We were on fire the whole night. Fuck. The fans, a lot of people wanted backdraft 2 with Kurt Russell. We're giving it to you, motherfuckers, all right? Let's go. Hawaii loses by 8 at UCI. We were on UCI, away from the island. You can't walk into the Bren Event Center and just think you're going to take down the Anteaters. Not going to happen. We were on that. I was recklessly on, I didn't bet this, but I did take Northridge plus 16. Santa Barbara won by 20. Yeah, okay. We don't need to talk about that one. UC San Diego. Beat Cal Poly. Now, I'm glad I didn't lock this up because I would have locked up Cal Poly. Shout out to Sterling Gentry, that ECU theme song and the Real American song. Get me here every time. Let's go. Long Beach State wins the dust up. We were on that, man. We were on that.
That was a physical game. I caught a little bit of that. I set my reminders. Hey, you got to tune in to Long Beach State, Cal State Fullerton for a dust up, and it was physical.
Yeah.
I love it.
Tarleton State, little lemon dealt at the in the Great Apple State there at the ozone layer or whatever the fuck, the crack house. The crack house.
They melted.
Yeah, they melted at the crack house.
The layer of the ozone melted there for Tarleton, the Texans.
Now, we also rode with Arizona State. We ate shit here.
Oh, fuck this game.
I'm okay with this loss. I think if they play this again, we hit. I didn't catch
it was the right side. If you had UCLA, you got lucky tonight. I mean, Arizona State literally led the game for 35 minutes, and that place was absolutely lit. I mean, it was Cambridge hit the half-court shot. For some reason, he shot the ball with 3 seconds left, and he could have taken 3 more dribbles, but that's what Arizona State does. They do the most wild shit that I've ever seen a basketball team. It's like glorified pickup.
Isn't that where Girls Gone Wild started? Like the show? Or
probably
VHS. I feel like it started
that campus is stupid. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. San Francisco. Wow. I didn't see them beating Pacific like that. I didn't see Stanford beating Oregon State like that. But St. Mary's put it on Pepperdine. Damn, the final 3 games, 3 of the final 4 games were some ass whoopings. St. Mary's beats Pepperdine by almost 30, 29 points. And then Santa Clara, you hit on that final lock of the night.
Go, man.
Put down BYU. Let's go. I mean, what a great slate. And look, I saw someone in the YouTube say, hey, we don't need to hear the recap.
I was going to say this.
Well, fuck you. You don't need to hear the recap, all right? Fast forward the fucking thing, all right? This is YouTube. What the hell?
Did you see the comments back to him?
No, I didn't. I've been traveling.
They said, "Hey man, chill out and have a fucking beer, relax."
Yeah. It's like, dude, you ever heard of fucking fast forward? This isn't back in the day where you had to go through the whole thing. All right.
And then another guy goes, man, I live for the music. I mean, the picks are great, but the entertainment is what makes the show too.
There we go. Yeah, we're not just, yes, we cover gambling with a heavy focus.
Yes.
But we also love college basketball. We want to talk about some of the best storylines. All right. So
we love to bust balls.
Yeah, look, yeah, exactly. And look, we hope you stick around and listen. But if not, do you think I'm going to lose any fucking sleep? Do you think I'm going to lose any fucking sleep?
No.
Next up, we got a brand new slate. It's Fridays, January 20th. Let's go. Well, before we get there, let's play some music. That seems like everyone's asking for this song, even though the last time we used it, we didn't hit on the parlay, but We got a loaded slate for January 20th. That's a decent Friday night. Let's go.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Yes.
You gotta take a stand, it don't have to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am a real man.
What other podcast is banned in Russia? There's probably a few, but I mean, look, we like to flaunt that we are. Maybe you can find a Russian podcast that goes straight to picking the games the next day and doesn't recap. All right, let's go. Look, game balls. We gotta go here. Structure. I've never been good at structure. Let's go. Top game ball.
I'll let you lead this off. It's an easy one for number one.
Kelly fucking LePepe. I'm not even gonna put LMU. That's Kelly LePepe University, motherfuckers. All right, put that in there. Let's go. LMU gets a huge win. That I think everyone. You could ask people all over the world. I feel like they would know that they have to take. I don't know where he's from in Australia. I need to go there though. Yeah, they're clear cut number one. I feel like anyone would answer that tonight, right?
No doubt. That's why I handed it to you. I was like, yeah, this one's your guy. Take it away on this one.
Let's
easy. Teed it right up for you.
I'm trying to grow out my mullet starting tonight, man. Let's go. What do you go with top game ball?
I'm going to go off the board here, and I'm going to go to the golf course. They've won 4 in a row, and they're sitting up top in the America East standings. The golf course is in first place. They're ready to make the turn on the back nine. Let's go.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I got to be honest. I caught them earlier in the year, and I thought this is one of the worst teams in college basketball. But something must have changed. Something must have changed at the golf course. All right, you know what it is, man. Is you got to get loose when you're at the golf course. You need to cart people to come by, give you a little Bloody Mary. First couple holes, you start out 7 a.m. Just don't have that feeling. You get a margarita and you start to relax a little bit. That's probably what it was. The season was early when I saw them. And they've been in cruise control ever since.
Yeah, they're 6-pack in now.
Yeah. My second game ball, my second ball is going to go to the Indiana Hoosiers because I did not think I think fully healthy. I thought they could beat Illinois at Illinois, but I thought no way without missing key players on that team. That is impressive to me. That is a statement win right there. So shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers going up there and dealing the Illini an L. Who's your second game ball?
Yeah, no, I like that one as well. I am going to go to Denton, Texas, and I'm going to take the Rice Owls. Big road win at the Mean Green. What a win.
Oh, I mean, CUSA is great this year, man.
Wide open. Well, I guess FAU is really, really good, but after that, man, it's wide open for 2, 3, 4.
I cannot recall a time where I've been so when ECU was in the CUSA, but I mean, besides that, I every night I want to watch these games.
No doubt.
The CUSA games, so it's always fantastic. So the Rice Owls, great story. Next game ball from me. Let's go to my final game ball here. I see the chat recommending some, but I feel like
I like giving out mid-majors on the Thursday slate. I'm with you.
Some of those big double-digit dogs that hit for us today, man.
Yep.
I'm trying to find another one of those that hit out right that we were. UC River. No, they weren't double digits. They were like 9, right? Or 8 or something. Let's go, man. IUPY came close to getting a game ball tonight.
Oh yeah, that would have been game ball for life or Monmouth.
Yeah, both of them came very close to getting a game ball. As I'm sure they would never put that up in their locker room, but they should. They will one day. All right. Okay. Man, I don't know. What was the double-digit dog that we hit on? I feel like I definitely
We got UL Monroe. We got
Riverside was a strong dog, but I don't think it was a double-digit
yeah.
dog. No, I think Morehead State deserves the third one. Morehead State was a 9.5-point dog at SIU. They go to SIU, and they get it done. Mark Freeman led the way for them, 15 points. Shout out to the Eagles of Morehead State. Who was your final one?
I like that one as well. And here is another double-digit dog that we didn't give out, but they still won the game. I'm going Lamar. They get it done over Corpus Christi outright. What a win. Good job, Lamar. You get the game ball, the final game ball this evening.
Dude, if you would have told me on January 1st that we got to give a game ball to Lamar, I'd say, dude, you're on meth. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, there's no way. Shout out to Lamar. All right, well, look, let's get to today's action. But before we get to today's action, I want to tell you folks out there that the college basketball experience on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at WynnBET.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where WynnBET is available. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right.
You call 7400 either or.
Call 1-800-PICK Dundee. I'll throw out there too. Yeah, I don't know if I told that story, but we actually had that at one point.
You did,
you know that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We got to bring that back one of these days. All right, let's
short,
start this off.
Short slate here,
dude. There's a banger to start this thing off.
Yeah.
Ball State at Kent State. Ball State made one of the best stories, I feel like, in college basketball that no one's talking about right now. Ball State's 9-1 in their last 10 games. They're in a first-year head coach right now. This is a great story. But at the same time, Kent State's won 9 in a row, and I've already told you on this podcast, I feel like they're a Sweet 16 caliber team this year, providing they get through the MAC, which is sometimes sneaky. And sneaky enough that I think I have to take the 9 points right now at the Memorial Athletic Center. What are you doing here?
I went back and forth on this one. I'm actually going to take the Cardinals. I think the number's a little too big.
Yeah,
I think it's a game. I think it's like one of those two possession. Kent State, the Golden Flashes win by 6 or 7. They're good, man. They're good.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah. And I know Rob's disagreed. Rob, best wishes on that one. But I just feel like Kent's been rolling so long.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, though. I really feel like Kent State should be a ranked team, to tell you the truth. I feel like they should be ranked. But that
should be.
Against Houston was enough for me.
Well, and they only got 3 losses to Gonzaga, Houston, and Charleston by combined 10 points.
Yeah. How the fuck
should it be Gonzaga, too?
They'll put Duke still in there. I don't know. Don't get me started.
They'll put Kentucky in there here in a minute. It's a fucking joke.
Wagner is laying 5 at Central Connecticut State. You know, it's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been, I feel, a couple weeks since I locked up the vacuum company. You know, there we go. I need to suck it up. No, you know what I mean. I'm locking up. I'm locking up Wagner, man. Central Connecticut State sucks. All right. Wagner's going to win this thing at home. Lay the 5. Let's go. What are you doing here?
See, this is when it gets hard because you get these shorter slates and you're like, man, I need a couple locks. I'll take a flyer on this one with you. Let's go. Lock up the vacuum company.
Oh, there we go. That's when the vacuum company's got a suck down defense. Oh man, we could go anywhere with that.
I was about to say that's what she said.
Opening up Pandora's box for that one. Villanova heads to, is this MSG or is this Queens? They don't play that many.
At the Garden.
St. John's is laying 4, and I actually think we should lay the 4 because I watched that Nova Georgetown game. I'm out until Justin Moore's back, at least. Give me St. No, this is a letdown spot for St. John's.
Yeah.
We know that, but I actually think there's blood in the water with Villanova. And Georgetown knew that. Everyone in the Big East knows that. St. John's -4 is the play. What are you doing here?
This is my ballsy bet of the night. Take Villanova plus the 4. Letdown spot for the Johnnies. Lock it up. Take it on the money line. Let's go Wildcats.
Moneyline Mac locking up Villanova plus the 4. Tried that on the money line, and I do have some music. It's hard to fade that song. I'll be honest. It's changing my pick right now. Canisius heads to Fairfield.
What a ball game.
Don't look now. Canisius, though, coming off of a gigantic win against Siena. How the hell did that happen? I still am confused. This is at the Lee Mahoney Arena. Once again, shout out to Police Academy. Fairfield won by 22 and held Canisius to 50 points the last time they played this one. Canisius can't be trusted. It's true. All right. Gosh, I just don't like taking this Fairfield team, but I'm with you. Give me Fairfield -4.5. I don't feel good about it. I don't have a good feeling on this game. Don't bet this one. What are you doing here, Moneyline Mac?
Yeah. Call that number if you want to bet this one. I don't have a good feel either. I'm going to take the points here.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, I know they're talking about the Canisius injury situation. Jordan Henderson is a game-time decision with an upper body injury, and Xavier Long, game-time decision with illness, and the big man, Frank Mitchell, is out for the season. As far as I know, that's the latest injury report. That could be completely full of shit, to be honest with you. But it's the last thing I saw. St. Francis is at St. Francis. St. Francis is at St. Francis. This is a little Brooklyn, Pennsylvania battle here in old DeGaulle Arena.
They're going to pray before this game.
So, yeah, St. Francis BK. That makes sense. I feel like Brooklyn probably got the better
Burger King.
Yeah, the BK. Yeah, get yourself that Whopper.
This is an awful game.
Why is BK getting 5? This reeks. Give me BK +5. You could. Part of me is like, I should bet this, but no, I can't bet this, right? But they won outright last time they played by 8. I mean, I just trust Brooklyn's, I just trust it more. Give me that on the money line. +180 too. What are you doing here? Bring back your flame broilers. What are you doing here?
Yeah, go get a Whopper. Take a BK here. These are two evenly matched teams. Take the points.
Money line.
Yeah, money line. I'm with you.
Let's go money line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burger King Francis. Sacred Heart is at Fairleigh Dickinson. FDU. Don't look now. Both these teams 500 and above. These are the top 3 teams, or they're both in the top 3 in the Northeast. That's a bit shocking to me.
Dickinson's 5-0 in league play.
This is at Rothman Center. Dickinson's won 5 in a row. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're 6-1 at home. That's all I need to know. I'm laying the 5 with FDU. You could talk me into locking this one on a short slate. I'm just kind of looking to throw more money out there. What are you doing here?
Yes, although Sacred Heart is playing better. I mean, they've won 4 out of 5, but 2 of those are against LIU and Merrimack and Hartford.
Let's lock
yeah. Dickinson, let's go. Lock it up.
Look, nothing wrong with taking FDU here on a Friday night. Come on. Let's go. Ryan Hasty's talking about fair dick is the move. Well, hey, be you, man. All right, I'm joking with you, buddy.
Grady Dick.
Niagara Falls heads to the moving company to take on Ryder. I passed. You know what, man? Sometimes you got to listen to life's high. The what do they say? The highway signs of life. Passed a rider moving truck today when I was driving over here to Arizona. Moneyline Mac with it was that the planet trying to tell me that we should go heavy on the moving company?
I don't know, man. It's
it's 5.5
number at. Yeah,
5.5. This is at alumni gymnasium. Nobody goes into alumni gymnasium and gets the dub. But
this is a letdown. They just beat Iona.
I'm taking Ryder.
Niagara.
I'm taking Ryder, but I'm not locking this. But I'm going to be very disappointed on tomorrow's show. I'm just going to let you guys know. Mount St. Mary's is at Siena. Siena's laying 9. It's too many for me. I know Siena just lost. I know Mount St. Mary's has been total ass this year. I know this is at the MVP arena. I'm still taking the 9. Taking the 9. These MAAC games, I just can't, unless you're Iona, which even this year, Iona's been a little skeptical on these big lines. Checking in from Japan, says Caleb Rice. Shout out to that.
There you go.
Where are you in Japan first? And are you Japanese or are you like over there in the service? Talk to me. Shout out to either or. Shout out just the fact that we have someone listening in Japan blows my mind sometimes. We had someone in here. What was it? Listening from fucking like where was that? Where's Hakeem Olajuwon from again?
Oh fuck yeah. Why am I drawing a blank on this too?
I wanted to say
Nigeria?
No. Nigeria, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I was about to be way off, say Kenya. That blew my mind. Shout out to everyone except Russia. Even the Russians that wanted to listen. Shout out to them. But
Yeah, you need a new country.
Yeah. Next up we got VCU at Richmond. Oh, this game. They hate
game
each
of the
other.
night.
Yeah. Shout out Caleb Rice, not Japanese, but what's up? Likewise. Hey, thank you for checking us out, man. And we appreciate you regardless, whether you're in the service or maybe you're just living in Japan just to have some fucking Sapporos and Japanese whiskey. Shout out to that. And appreciate you, man. I went back and forth on this, but I settled with VCU. The win at Dayton means too much to me. And the fact that Jacob Gilliard's gone, Grant Golden's gone, Richmond's lost key pieces. They've lost key pieces. Now Mooney's done a great job. I hope they still don't have that sign on I-95 trying to get him fired. Fucking idiots. You're fucking Richmond. All right?
Idiots. Yes. They beat Iowa last year.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He didn't make the tournament in like 7 years, but they had a winning year every fucking year.
He had one really bad year because they were all freshmen and they got better. Yeah, these idiots.
But I think the loss of Gilliard, the loss of Golden, and some of those other vets show up in this one. I'm going to take VCU, but this is a hardcore rivalry game on the road. I do not feel comfortable locking up VCU against the Spiders because this game means a lot down there. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm right in the heart of it. It really does mean that they've been hyping it up ever since that UMass game ended the other night. We talk about like contrasts and styles. This is like the ultimate contrast and styles because Richmond loves their Princeton offense, run everything through the high post with the back cuts under Mooney. They've run it for 20 years compared to VCU, who just wants to get up and down, press you, create havoc, Ace Baldwin, those guards. I think VCU is better and the more experienced team. So I'll lean to the Rams here and Mike Rhodes to get a big road win and really take control of the A-10 here.
Yeah, that's a great game. Excited to watch that
game.
one. Iona heads to Manhattan. Oh, man. You can talk me into this. You know what? I don't have a lot of locks. Iona has burned me a lot in the past couple of weeks. They blew a double-digit lead, I feel like, the last time I bet them.
I'll talk you right into it. So
I'm laying it, right?
Yeah. Who did Manhattan fire right before the season started?
They fired their head coach. They also fired.
Masiello, the head coach. He is the director of ops for Rick Pitino at Iona. Revenge angle. Iona is going to win by 30 plus. Lock it up.
That's a good poll. I wasn't aware of that. Let's go. Give me Iona. Lay it. Doesn't matter what the number is. Lay it, folks. Stonehill heads to Long Island. Game of the night, if you ask me. I see the chat talking about VCU Richmond, talking about Boise State, New Mexico is the game of the night. By the way, don't sleep on that Ball State, Kent State game. And there's another game.
Hey, and Iona's coming off a loss, too. I forgot that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we got all the angles going for us. That's the play of the night.
I mean, this game, though, you got to get eyes on Stonehill, Long Island. I mean, come on.
Hey, right down the street, man.
9, and 29 at the Steinberg Wellness Center. All right. Make sure you get your sticker. Give me Stonehill -5. Fade Long Island. Stonehill's better. I don't feel great about it. Fade Long Island. Rod Strickland. Look, I dug you as a point guard. I don't know. It's year one. That's all. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Just punt on this season. All right. You're going through the motions. All right. Keep working. Keep working hard, man. What are you doing here?
Yeah, LIU, their last win is over Purchase University on December 22nd. They need to purchase some new players. They're awful. They're on auto fade. I'll take Stonehill. Let's go.
Toledo heads to Buffalo. This is a decent game to me. I'm intrigued by this game.
I love this game.
I know we have the Ball State, Kent State, and the VCU Richmond and Boise, New Mexico, and even Nova and St. John's, but this is a low-key fun game for me. I'm locking up Toledo -4.5 on the road. I got rocket fuel in these picks, and Toledo Rockets gonna get it done. Buffalo's coming off a 30-point win, just about 29. Toledo's just a better team. I'm laying it. What are you doing here?
I'm on the Bulls, actually. I went back and forth on this one. I think it's a one-possession game. Classic Maction. Comes down right to the wire.
Boise State heads into the pit, a.k.a. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I almost went to this game. I was originally planning to go to Santa Fe or Albuquerque. Didn't work out. We're cool here in Flagstaff in this snow, but I almost went to this game. New Mexico's laying 2.5. I'm gonna lock up New Mexico -2.5. It's the pit. I know Boise's been amazing this year. I think Boise's really good. I think the pit Booker's right on. He even says Boise's the better team. I'm not ready to say full on. You might be right though, but I think the pit gets him here. New Mexico wins by 4. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Yeah, easy play here. Lock up the Lobos. I'm on Pitino as well with you, and that gives us a parlay here. Let's take the Pitino parlay of the Iona Gaels and Richard Pitino and the New Mexico Lobos. Let's go, baby.
Love it. The Pitino parlay. Let's go.
Yep.
I love that. Look, we hit with you tonight on the Wildcat parlay. Switch it over to the Pitino parlay. Folks, that concludes our Friday night. Obviously, tomorrow night's a ridiculous slate, so be prepared. We won't have as much time to bullshit. We'll just be firing away picks, but it is a fun slate because Saturday's unbelievable. My locks for the night: New Mexico, that green chili. Let's go. New Mexico -2.5. Toledo -4.5 at Buffalo. Look, Bulls Mafia. No, they don't exist in basketball. I'm locking up Iona -13 at Manhattan. Pitino's back in Manhattan. Let's go.
Yeah, you're gonna pour.
Yeah, and I'm locking up Wagner, the vacuum company, -5. Damn, all favorites. Oh, you know what? Give me a dog. I gotta find a dog. I'm betting one dog today. Who's coming with me on? Oh, I'm taking St. Francis, Brooklyn. And I'm betting them on the motherfucking money line. Let's go. Let's go. What are you doing here? Fire away with your locks.
Yeah, no, I'm on the vacuum company as well with you. Wagner laying 5 against Central Connecticut. I'm on Fairleigh Dickinson laying 5 as well against Sacred Heart. Upset of the night at the Garden. Friday night in the Garden, the Villanova Wildcats are going to get up. Letdown spot for the Johnnies. I'll take the points +4 and sprinkle some on the money line for the Wildcats to get it done. And that gets us to our Pitino parlay. Old man Pitino is going to lay it on Manhattan versus his buddy Steve Masiello. Lay the 13 in Manhattan, and we will take the Lobos at the pit in the nightcap, laying 2.5 to get back in first place in the Mountain West over the Boise State Broncos.
Let's go. Sterling, he says there's no bullshit tomorrow night, but we're always bullshitting. Amen, Sterling. Shout out to you, brother. The chat's asking you to lock up the Buffalo Bulls.
To lock up the Bulls?
You care to meet me at the Winner's Circle, high noon?
Did you lock up Toledo?
I did.
Yeah, let's have a Friday night lock battle. Fuck it, let's go. For the chat, baby. Let's go. Let's go Bulls.
Fucking go.
Bring it on the money line.
Let's go. We got action Friday. What's not to like? Toledo, Buffalo, who you siding with? Dundee or Mac? Folks, we appreciate you tuning in each and every night. Honestly, the chat is cool as fuck. I remember doing this years ago when I was talking to myself. You know what I mean? Just talking to myself. Oh, yeah, do you like Old Dominion? Do you like? So cool to have people checking this out, and all around the world too. Like you said, whether it's Africa, whether it's Japan, all over. I mean, Nigeria? I think we've had some Canadians up in here. We had some Russians up here because we got banned. But shout out to everybody, man. We don't discriminate. We love everybody. And let's go. All right. It's a fantastic card. And hey, excited for tomorrow's slate because Saturday's always crazy and always bonkers in college basketball. Appreciate each and every one of you. Check out the college football experience. We got multiple episodes we just dropped. And then we also have the college baseball experience. Noah Beanick. I know if you subscribe, you're probably waiting. Their episodes are coming. Don't worry. And we come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. But also check out all of Ryan's work. All right. The NFL gambling podcast. Obviously, the NFL's in the thick of their season right now. So what are you doing? If you're an NFL fan, or even if you're not, if you're looking at, got to get some action on these football games this weekend. Get it in. All right, go listen to that episode. And then check out the Ryan and Rush show. I mean, come on, look at that. He's got a quilt behind him. All right? Look at that. It's fire. All right, West Virginia fans. What's not to like? All right, go listen to that. And, they cover everything too, I think, right? What do you guys cover? Everything, right?
Mainly West Virginia. Local, and then obviously we
expand
a little bit national.
I was listening, and I thought you guys were talking some NFL ones.
We talk NFL too, mainly Steelers because they're local.
There you go. Okay, well check out that Steeler fans. Shit, you can't go into a bar in the world without. I feel like, dude, as I've done stand up in a bunch of places, anywhere. Steeler fans are like Cowboy fans, or they're everywhere.
I know.
So what are you doing? Go listen to it. The Ryan and Rush show, folks. Subscribe, tell a friend, and get the SGPN app. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. They cover the NFL heavy too. And we appreciate all you guys. Come talk college hoops with us in the Discord. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Until next time, my friends. This is the college basketball experience. We appreciate you all. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, I make the best records, got the test questions, and people pressing up to see the professor. I profess my love for the fresh pressure. The pressure on you types, the much less just a customer in Westchester. Worldwide girls know me as a breast molester. I'm fresh on the keys like John Medeski. Yesterday used to be scrambled eggs for breakfast. Got big expectations and some big checklists. Make it happen, quit flashing your chicklets. Cause the company's jargon sounding ridiculous. I'm suspicious that you're just stickless. Yeah, it sticks. it sticks. You know that it sticks. You need to quit looking at all them statistics. I'm gonna start a doo-wop group called the Realistics. Don't think I'm so far out, I'm realistic. Got the good music, I don't do the nihilistic. Cause I'm vibrations and animalistic. Writing up my groove theories, got them all listed. All districts, I'm telling you all this